how the inspection plan structure looks like. Okay, what data is maintained in the inspection plan header, what data maintained in the inspection plan operations. Okay, what is the use of calculated characteristics, what is the use of conditional characteristics, and what are material specifications. Okay, and what is the difference between this material specification and the inspection plan. Okay, and we'll see, and we'll see configuration related to inspection plan. Okay, so these are the topics we'll be covering it today. Okay, so what is inspection plan? Okay, inspection plan describe how a quality inspection should be processed for one or more materials. Okay, so inspection plan basically gives you how to do quality inspection for a what parameters you are going to check for a particular material. Okay, suppose let's say you have a liquid material. Okay, let's say you have a liquid material. So normally for liquid, what materials we'll be checking? We will be checking color. Okay, we'll be checking clarity, solution clarity. Okay, we'll be checking clarity, clarity. Okay, we will be checking what chemical parameters we'll check, or we'll check odor also. Odor. Then what quality, what chemical parameters we'll check. We'll check pH, pH, potency, assay. Okay, and then we'll check viscosity. Okay, so these kind of parameters we'll check for a particular product. So in the inspection plan, you will enter what quality parameters you are going to check for a particular material. That's what comes from inspection plan. Okay, so you define in the inspection plan in which order individual inspection operations should be performed and which inspection characteristic should be inspected using the inspection specification. So in the inspection plan, ultimately you will enter the operations, so for the physical inspection, in the physical inspection, let's say you will be checking these parameters: color, okay, clarity, okay, and then let's say odor. So these things you will check. Okay, now in the chemical inspection, so where you do chemical parameters checking, inspection, you will be checking pH, assay, and then you will be checking viscosity. So in the inspection plan, you enter all these data. Okay, so user will come to know for a particular material, let's say liquid hydrochloric acid. So hydrochloric acid, what parameters he needs to check? That data, that information he will be getting from the inspection plan. Okay, so in the inspection plan, it will have individual inspection operations. For those operations, you will be assigning the characteristics. Okay, so inspection plan can contain several operations which reflect different inspection stages for the product. So these are the different stages, like first physical inspection, then chemical inspection. Those are the stages. Okay, so each operation can contain several inspection characteristics. So each operation, this is one operation, this is operation 1, physical inspection. So in this physical inspection, you are going to check these three parameters. Now in the chemical inspection, which is called operation 2, let's say in our case. Okay, you will be checking these parameters: pH, assay, viscosity. That's what you are going to check. Sujay, are you able to hear my voice?
Muted.
Yes, Savan.
Unmuted.
Sujay, are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, Savan, I can hear it.
Yeah, I don't know what is the problem with that. Okay. So that is what you maintain in the inspection plan. Okay. So this is the inspection plan. Okay. So the typical inspection plan structure looks like. Okay. So in the packaging inspection, you will be checking these parameters: packaging okay or not, or correct packaging material is used or not. So these are the two quality parameters you check. Now the inspection of the bulb, so you check the surface, you check the diameter, and other inspection functions you check other limits, other activity inputs. Okay, so these kind of things. So these are operations. These are operations. Under these operations, you have these parameters. Nothing but your MICs. Your MICs. So this is how the inspection plan structure looks like. Okay. Okay. So this is how the inspection plan structure looks like. It will have header. It will have header. It will have header. Okay, and it will have operations. Okay, and in the header, the following data is maintained. This data is maintained in the header, whereas in the operations you'll maintain the MICs. You'll maintain the MICs, work center, and PRTs, production resource tool. If at all it is used, if at all you are going to use PRTs. Okay, so this is how the stock inspection plan structure looks like. You have header, you have operations, individual operations.
Dhawan,
Yeah.
why work center is used?
Work center is like a group of people or a person who is inspecting the material, more or less.
Okay, so cost is also involved, right? So
Yeah,
cost, we will maintain cost center.
yeah. If you want to capture costs also, you can capture costs through work center. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. So inspection header. So in the inspection plan header, you define the data that is valid for the entire inspection plan. So in the header, you will maintain the data that's valid for the entire inspection plan. That's what you maintain. Okay. Here, these are the data you are going to maintain. Okay. Usage, status. Okay. Task list group and counter. I'll explain you all these things. Planner group, lot sizes. Okay, which plant, and what is the sample drawing procedure. This we'll discuss in later classes. And then dynamic modification. So this is the data you are going to maintain in the header, your material and all those things. Okay, and an inspection plan is uniquely identified by task list group and group counter. So whenever you create an inspection plan, automatically system will assign a group and a group counter to it. So this is the data we will be having it in the inspection plan header. Okay, so I'll show it in the system. Now we'll log on to the system and we'll start creating an inspection plan. Let me check these characteristics are there or not. Let me check once, and if they are there, we'll go ahead with it. It is not clear in this system. We'll go to other system. Okay, so this is the characteristics we have. So now we'll start creating the inspection plan. So the transaction code to create the inspection plan. Saravanan, can you mute for some time? Okay, so the transaction code to create inspection plan. Change display. The transaction code to create inspection plan is QP01. Change QP02. Display QP03. These are the transaction codes. So let's start on creating a inspection plan. Okay. So let me go to MM0, MM60 first. Let us take one of the metal which is already there in the system. Okay. Let me take this hydrochloric acid. Let us check whether it is having any plan or not. First, let me checking whether that particular metal is having inspection plan or not. Okay, it's already having. Let me create a new material. Let me create a new material. Okay, MM01. I'll create a new material. What is the material code? This I will copy from the existing one. 10442. Let us check 10442 is having any material or not. Let me check once. 10442. Okay, let us create for this one 10442. So my material is sulfuric acid 10442. Okay, so you go to inspection plan create, go to transaction inspection plan create. Okay, this is the one, create inspection plan initial screen. Here you enter your material. Okay, enter your plant. Okay, don't enter any group, just click on enter. System will take you to the header. System will take you to the header screen, the one which we are discussing here, inspection plan header. Okay, so here group will come automatically once we save the inspection plan. Group counter also will get saved automatically. Here you will be entering the usage and status. Okay, so usage, in which area of the organization you are going to use this inspection plan. That's what you will enter here. Okay, so I'll be using this inspection plan during the goods receipt of my material. So you enter the state usage as 5. So suppose if you are using it in production, you enter 1. If you are using in plant maintenance, you will be entering 4. Okay, so according to the area in the organization where you are going to use, you will enter the usage. So I'll enter the usage as 5, goods receipt. Okay, now status. What is the status of this inspection plan? Whether you want to put it in created mode or you want to release it so that users can use it, that status you will enter over here. So I will be using 4. That means I am releasing the inspection plan. Okay, you enter it. Okay, now lot size we'll discuss later. Okay, and then you click on the button operations. Okay, so you are into operations screen. Okay, so we are here now. We are here, operations. So here you will be maintaining the individual inspection steps, and in the operations you will be assigning the characteristics which you are going to check. Okay, so here as of now I am not entering any work center. In the QM module the work center is not mandatory. Okay, only thing is you enter control key QM01. I am entering the control key. What is this control key? What is the use of it? We'll discuss when we go to configuration. As of now, enter QM01. Now you enter the operation description. So let's say when this material is received, first I will do some physical inspection. Okay, so enter physical inspection. So when I do physical inspection, what parameters I am going to check? I am going to check some characteristics. Let's say I am going to check these characteristics: color, clarity, and odor. So you enter these characteristics in the physical inspection. So select the operation. On top there is a button, inspection characteristics. You click on that button. Okay, here you will enter your characteristics. Okay, so already I have created some characteristics in the system, which is first is clarity. So you enter the clarity characteristic. So here you enter it, clarity. You can select from the list, or if you know the characteristic, you can enter directly. You enter. Okay, it will ask for sampling procedure. We already discussed what is sampling procedure, why it is used. Already we discussed. So I am entering fixed sampling. Enter. So first master inspection characteristic I entered. Now enter one more master inspection characteristic. I am going to check color. So color. Okay, enter. Sampling procedure you enter. So in the physical inspection activity, I am going to check these 2 characteristics. Of course, if you have more than 2, you can enter all those things over here one by one. Okay, now go back. This is the physical inspection. Now after the physical inspection is completed, I will be doing chemical inspection. So enter the control key. Okay, then you enter chemical inspection. So in the chemical inspection operation, I will be checking some parameters. So what are those parameters? You enter here. So I will be checking pH. Enter the pH. Enter sampling procedure. It will ask. Enter the fixed sampling procedure. Then I will be checking viscosity. So you enter viscosity. Okay, sampling procedure. You enter. Like this, in the chemical inspection activity, what are the parameters, what are the master inspection characteristics you are going to check, all those things you will enter. So that means to the particular operations you will assign the respective MICs, master inspection characteristics. Okay, so once done, once all are entered, you save the inspection plan. Here I am using only two operations, only two, 10 and 20. In real time you may have 3 or 4, 5 also, that depends. Okay, so now once all the data has been entered, you save the inspection plan. Okay, so your inspection plan is saved. Okay, so now when you go to the inspection plan display, okay, so when you create the inspection plan, if you go to the header, this is the button you have to click to go to the header. When you go to the header, see, system has automatically assigned a group number to it, 263, and the group counter is 1. Group counter is 1. Okay, so this is what we are here in the header. It's assigned a group, task list group and group counter, and usage we entered, status we entered already. Okay, of course sampling, drawing procedure, all those things we'll discuss later, not now. So this is the data you enter in the header. Okay, now in the operations, control key we entered, characteristics we entered. If you want standard text key, you can enter all this data, you can enter in the operation. So basically ultimately you will be assigning the MICs to the particular operations. That's what you will be doing it. Okay, so this is how the the characteristics are assigned. If you see, for each operation, in the operation you will be assigning the characteristics. You will be assigning the characteristics. Okay, so that's what you will be doing in the operations. Okay, so when you create it, system automatically assign a group number and a group counter. Okay, so now let's say uh, same material. Let's say when I receive from a different supplier, when I'm receiving from a different supplier, I'll do only physical inspection. I will not do any chemical inspection. Okay, so those kind of scenarios, what you will do, you will be creating an alternate inspection plan. So again you go, enter, you go here. Okay, already you have one inspection plan. You'll be creating one more inspection plan. You click on new entries button. See, group number remains the same, but group counter is 2. Okay, material is same, but when it is different, received from different vendors, you are going to do different type of quality inspection. So that time you will be creating a alternate inspection plan. That is why it has become 2. Okay, now you enter the usage, enter the status, enter, then go to operations. Here I will be doing only physical inspection. Now I am not doing any chemical inspection. So enter, you select the operation, go to characteristics. Here you enter the characteristics. So my characteristics are clarity and color. Sampling procedure you enter, enter, done, and you save it. So now when you go to display, enter, it will having 2 inspection plans. Are you able to see? One is with group counter 1, second one is with group counter 2. Okay, so if, who is this? Yeah,
Sujay.
Sujay.
Where we are giving vendor details here?
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Just wait, please wait. Okay, so now what happens is you have group counter 1, you have group counter 2. So if you want to go to the first one, select the first one, you go to operations. Okay, now if you want to go to the second inspection plan, you select the second one, you click on the operations, you go to the second inspection plan. Like this, for a particular material and plant combination, you can create up to 99 alternate inspection plans. For a particular material and plant combination, you can create up to 99. Okay, you can create up to 99 for a material and plant combination. You can create up to 99 alternate inspection plans. You can create. Okay, so that's what you can do. So now let's say again I will go to the change mode. Okay, now I want I want my second inspection plan to be used only by particular vendor. Want to use it only for particular vendor, then you can do that setting also. You go to the header, here you are able to see one button, material assignment. You go to that material assignment button. Here you are able to see one vendor option is there, vendor column. So here you will be entering that vendor. Okay, I want to make this inspection plan to be used only for this particular vendor. So you enter this vendor over here. So when you enter the vendor over here, when this particular material is received from that vendor, automatically system will be selecting the inspection plan too. That is what you will be assigning the vendor. Okay, so now in case of finished products, if you want to make it assigned for a customer, you can do that customer assignment also. You can do when you select different usage, it will give you the customer option also. Okay, so based on the usage, it will give you the vendor, all those things. Okay, now I'm saving this. Now in some industries, what happens is different materials use same inspection plan, same method of inspection. Let's say you are having two different materials. Okay, you are having two different materials, different materials, but their inspection method is same. Okay, so those kind of scenarios, instead of creating a new inspection plan for each material, you can assign the already existing inspection plan to the new material or a different material. That is also you can do material assignment, you can do. Okay, so what we can do is let me take one more material. Let me check this. Let me take this cooking oil 103. Let us check whether it is having inspection plan or not. Display. What is the material? 10378. 10378. So it is having inspection plan. Let us check. Salt 10362. Or I'll do one thing. I'll take this 10352. 10352. 10352. It is also having inspection plan. Huh? Okay. I will do one thing. We'll create a new material. 101. I'll create a new material. I'll copy from the existing one. 10442. 10442. I'll copy from the existing material. Okay, I'm copying from the existing material. I'm creating a material called castor oil. Okay, castor oil. Enter. Okay, I'm saving this material, castor oil. Now let's say castor oil also will undergo same kind of operations and same characteristics you are going to check. Okay, so instead of creating a new inspection plan for this castor oil, the existing inspection plan you can automatically assign to the this castor oil. Okay, so let us go to 10488. Okay, we'll take this material. Now for 10442 already inspection plan is there. So what we will do is, let us go to 10448. I'll note down here 10448. Okay, so now what I will do is, first I will go to the inspection plan of sulfuric acid. What is the material code of sulfuric acid? 10442. 10442. Okay, I go here. I'll take its group and group counter. Okay, group number is 263. Group number is 263 and group counter is 1. Okay, I'll note down it. Now our new material 10448. New material 10448. If you go to display, okay, if you go to display 10448, it is not having any inspection plan. Now what we'll do, instead of creating a new one, existing one we will assign to the new material. So what you have to do is you go to change mode, don't enter any material, okay, enter only plant and group, enter plant and your group number. What is a group number? Existing group number of sulfuric acid 263. You enter the group number, you enter, okay, you select the first one, you go to header. I want to assign the first one to a different material. You select it and you go to material assignment. Now you assign our new material to new material, group counter 1. And what is my new material? My new material is 10448. Okay, so 10448, and plant is 1000. You assign this one, continue, done. Now you save it. Okay, now if you go to the display of the new material, now the inspection plan will be there for our new material, castor oil. See, now it is having inspection plan, castor oil. I have not created it, just I have extended the old inspection plan to this material. So this is how you can do. If more than one material is using same method of operation, same inspection characteristics, so instead of creating a new one, you can extend it from the previously using inspection plan to the new material. That's what you will do, the extension. Okay, so that is what the extensions you will be doing. Okay, now we'll be discussing on the calculated characteristics. So what is this calculated characteristic? So if you want to determine the inspection results for a quantitative inspection characteristics by calculating inspection results for other quantitative inspection characteristics, okay, you will be using this calculated characteristics. Okay, you define in the control indicator for the inspection characteristics whether it is a calculated characteristic or not. Okay, so that's what you will be using, the calculated characteristics. I'll tell you a scenario where it is used. Let's say you are checking uh, uh, length of a material, length, length, um, uh, length, width, and height for a particular material. Now you want to check volume. Okay, now normally volume, how it is calculated? Volume is normally length, it is length multiplied by width, okay, and multiplied by height. Okay, height. Okay, so now when you create the characteristics volume, what you do, you assign it as a, you maintain it as a calculated characteristic. So if you go to your characteristic, when you are creating the characteristics QS21, which we discussed in the last class, if you are going to going to create volume, okay, volume underscore 5. Okay, so quantitative characteristics, released, complete copy model, volume. What you do is, in the control indicators, you will be making it as a calculated characteristic. Okay, here you maintain it as a calculated characteristic. Okay, you maintain it as a calculated characteristic. So the moment you enter the calculated characteristic, continue. Okay, what is the unit of volume? Was centimeter poisson, centimeter 3, 5. I'll enter it as 1, and I will enter it as 10. Okay, continue. Okay, so now I'm creating a calculated characteristic, so I'm saving this. Okay, so now when you do this, what happens is, when you enter this calculated characteristics in the inspection plan, system automatically asks you to enter a formula. So if you see here, one characteristic is diameter, one characteristic is height. Now volume is calculated by using the results of diameter and height. So for that formula you will be entering here. Okay, so that's how it works. So let me go back. Okay, so now let me take this volume characteristics. Well, volume characteristic. Okay, now I'll go to our inspection plan. Let's say QP02. Okay, so when I go to the inspection plan, suppose let's say I'll go to chemical inspection, I'll go to characteristics. the moment I enter volume, the moment I enter volume file, the moment I enter the volume characteristics, it is asking you to enter a formula. It is asking you to enter a formula. Okay, so you enter the formula over here. So when you enter the formula during the results recording, the moment you enter the value for diameter and height, automatically system will calculate the value of volume. Okay, so no need to enter the result of volume again. The moment you enter result of diameter and height, what happens is, based on the formula, system will automatically calculate the result of the volume. So no need to enter again manually the result of volume. So that is what the use of calculated characteristics. So this formula will be given by the users, your client. Accordingly, you need to ask them to enter the formula. So this is the use of calculated characteristics. So the value of a characteristics is dependent on the value of the other characteristics in the inspection plan. That is what called calculated characteristics. Okay. So for that, you need to enter the formula as I have shown you. You need to enter the formula as it is a calculated characteristic. So here you will be entering the formula. Okay. So that is the use of calculated characteristics. I am not saving this. Okay. So now the next one we will be discussing is conditional characteristics. So conditional characteristics, what do you mean by this? Conditional characteristics means some characteristics, the inspection of a conditional characteristics depends on the results of the previous required characteristics within the same operation. That means you are going to check a characteristics based on the result of its previous characteristic. Let's say you are checking both color and pH. If the color gets failed, then only you will check pH. Okay, so that's what. If the color gets failed, then only you will check pH. If the color is okay, you will not check pH. Okay, so those kind of characteristics are called conditional characteristics. Okay, it depends. It depends on the result of the previous required characteristics within the same operation. Okay, you define in the control indicators for the inspection characteristics which attribute applies to a conditional characteristic. So whether it is a normal characteristics or a conditional characteristics, you define it in the control indicators. I'll show you that. If you see here, your required characteristic is 10. Okay, but 20, characteristic 20, what you do, you check it only if the characteristics 10 is accepted. If the characteristics 10 is accepted, then only you will be able to check. And 30 and 40, you will check only if the 10 gets rejected. If the 10 characteristic is 10 rejected, then only you will be checking 30 and 40. Otherwise, you will not check it. Okay. So this 20, 30, 40, this 20 and 30, 40 will become conditional characteristics. They are called conditional characteristics. Okay. So I'll show you that. I'll show it in the system. So where you define the conditional characteristics. So let me go to QS21 again. Okay. I'll create potency assay. I'll create order. Order is there already. Order 555. I'll create order. Okay, I'm creating order. Okay, qualitative characteristic released, complete copy model, order. I'm creating a order characteristic. Okay, now characteristic attribute, sampling procedure. Okay, summarized recording. Now this is a what do you say? If the order I will check if the color gets failed. If the color is not okay, then only I'll be checking the order. So I want to check it after rejection. That's why you make it as a after rejection. Now this is not a required characteristic. This is optional. That too, you will check it only if the previous characteristic is rejected. That's what it's after rejection. So continue. I'll show you the effect of this. Color, I'll enter any other order kind of thing. I'll enter some other one, some filling selected set. Continue. Now I'll creating the order. Now what I'll do is I'll enter this order. In our inspection plan. Okay. I'll enter our order in the inspection plan. So let us go to QP02. Enter. Okay. Go to physical inspection. Go to characteristics. Here for the time being I'll delete color. Okay, I will enter order. Sampling procedure is okay. Okay, so now I'll enter order. That means here I'll be checking the order characteristic only when the clarity gets failed. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. So now I'm saving this. Okay, so now I'll create a inspection lot and I will show you the result. So 10448, let me go to first material master, activate the inspection type. Go to inspection setup. To create the lot, we need the inspection type 89. I'll activate this one. Continue. Save. Save. Okay. So now I'll take the character. Now I'll create an inspection lot for this QA01. I'm creating a manual inspection lot. Okay. Enter. Okay. I'm creating the batch. Actually, batch is not there. Huh? Just give me 1 minute. I'm activating. Yeah, batch management is there, right? 10448. Then why it is not giving the batch? Slash n QA01.
First enter the quantity.
Actually, wait. Yeah. Okay, let me enter the quantity. Okay, sorry, I was going in reverse way. Okay. So now I'll assign the specification which inspection plan. I'll assign it over here. Okay, inspection plan is assigned. Now go to sample. I'm calculating the sample size 1 liter. 1 liter has 1 liter has come because I entered sampling procedure as fixed sampling procedure 1. Okay. Now I'm saving this. Now when I go to lot results recording, when I go to particular lot results recording, when I'm going to enter the results, if I go to the first operation, okay. So here you see there is a provision to enter the result of clarity. For order, there is order, everything is grayed out. Here you cannot enter the result for order. See, it is grayed out here. You cannot enter result. Why? Because the result of the inspection of order will be dependent on the result of the previous clarity characteristic. Okay. So now if you enter 1, now if it is accepted, clarity is, let's say here some different one is used. I accepted. I enter. See, now is there any chance to enter for order? It's got grayed out. That means here what we defined there in the characteristic, this is rejected, order is inspected only when the clarity gets rejected. So as it is accepted, now here there is no provision to enter the value over here. Okay, so that's how it works. Now suppose if I'll go back and I'll first characteristic I'll reject, then you see what will happen. If I reject the clarity, suppose let's say I'm rejecting it, let's say the moment I enter, system will give the option to enter the value for order. Automatically this MIC will get activated. See, now there is a chance to enter the result for order. Why? Because now the previous characteristic is rejected. So this order you will inspect only if the previous characteristic is rejected. If it is accepted, clarity is accepted, then you are not going to check order. So this is how the conditional characteristics will work. Hope this is clear.
Can you show the example for calculated also?
Calculated is simple, boss. You enter the formula, boss. That's all. You enter the formula, then when you enter the result for the previous one, automatically its value it's get calculated. Here it's not conditional. It's only formula. Okay. You just test it. You just it in your test system. If it is not working, you please let me know. Yeah, here it is power cut. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah, so
Yes, Avan.
yeah, there was an internet disconnection. There was an internet disconnection.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that
Okay.
is how the calculate characteristic will work was. Only thing is you will enter the formula. The moment you enter for characteristic 10 and 20 values, automatically 30 value will get automatically determined based on the formula.
So in that case, I have to create diameter and height, right? First, we have to add
Yeah,
two characteristics.
you have to create diameter height and you have to create volume also was. Volume also you have to create.
Okay.
You have to create only in the inspection plan when you enter this, it will ask you for a formula.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
That formula you need to enter. Okay. So that is what. So
Okay.
this is how the, and we discussed conditional characteristics also. We discussed conditional characteristics also, and then we'll discuss on the material specification. Okay. So sometimes in some industries what happens is instead of using the inspection plan, they use inspections material specification. So it's a very simple one. Okay. You can perform a simplified quality inspection by using the material specification. See what happens is in the industries, if you are using inspection plan, we are entering lot of data, right? We are entering lot of data. The inspection plan, when we go to the inspection plan, when we are going to the inspection plan, we are entering lot of data in the header. We are entering all this usage, status, all those things. Then we are going to operations. Here we are entering control key, all those things. Then operation description. Then we are going to the characteristics. We are entering all this data. So this is a very time consuming activity. Instead of all doing all these things, they want to do material specification. That means very simple one. Okay, here what happens is you take material and you assign the characteristics. That's all. You will not be entering any other relevant data. Okay, only thing is the material specification is valid for client level. It is valid at client level. Okay, our inspection plan, previous inspection plan was at plant level. So inspection plan was at plant level. If you go to the inspection plan, it was at plant level. When you are creating the inspection plan, you are giving the plant, but our material specification is at client level. So basically material specification is a simplified form of inspection plan. Okay, it's very simple to create also. Here it will be like this. If you see this, it will be like this. You enter material, you enter product or material for which you are going to check, and then you enter directly characteristics one after the other. That's all. Very simple. Okay, no header, no operations, nothing will be there. Okay, so this is very simple form of what do you say, quality inspection. Okay, so I will create that one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take the same material and I'll create a material specification. So the material specification is created through logistics, quality management, quality planning, basic data. Okay, uh, sorry, inspection planning, material specification. Okay, QS61, the transaction code is QS60. Okay, maintain material specification. You enter material here, you enter your material, click on the button characteristics. Click on the button characteristics. Here you enter the plant and you enter the MICs one after the other. Okay, so in our case, what are the characteristics? Just 1 minute. Okay, so let's say I want to check color, enter the color, enter the color. Okay, enter. Okay, now one more characteristic I want to enter. I want to enter, I want to check color and then pH. So whatever the characteristics you want to check, you enter here. That's it. Simple. You add all the characteristic here and then finally you will save it. That's it. See, it's very simple.
And sample,
Pardon?
sampling procedure, we should not enter.
Sampling procedure not required. Not required. Sampling procedure is not. Yeah. Okay. So that is what you will be maintaining the master inspection characteristics. So it's very simple to create. It's very simple to create and simple to use. Okay, basically to save your time, some people in some industries they use this material specification. Now the question is which one you are going to use. Now the question is which one you are going to use, whether you are going to use inspection plan or whether you are going to use material specification. That is decided in the material master. So for this material, you go to MM02 go to quality management view, go to quality management view, go to plant, okay, go to inspection setup. So when you are what do you say, when you are assigning the inspection type, or I'll assign one more inspection type, 01, okay, continue. Here if you want to do quality inspection with inspection plan, you activate this indicator, inspection with task list, okay. Or if you want to use material specification, which I just now created, you will activate this one. Which one do you which one you are going to use, you maintain it over here. If you want to use inspection plan, then you will activate this indicator, inspection with task list. Then system will search for a inspection plan. If you want to use material specification, and then you activate that material specification and deactivate this inspection with task list. That is the meaning of over here. Okay, so that's what, whether you are going to use plan or material specification, that is decided over there. Okay, so that is the one. Okay, so here this is the one. See, this is the one. See, inspection plan is very complicated. Very complicated means you have a lot of data to maintain. You have to maintain header data, operation data, in that again you have to maintain characteristics, all this data. Whereas material specification, very simple. Material, you enter material and all characteristics. Okay, and inspection plan is always at plant level. That means for the same material, different plants, you can create different inspection plans. But material specification is always at client level. Okay, so that is also you need to understand. This is the comparison between inspection plan and material specification. Okay, so this is all about. Okay, so that's all in the inspection plan. So what happens is, when you create the inspection lots, after that you assign this inspection plan or material specification into the inspection lot. That we will be discussing anyhow in the tomorrow's class, when we go to the inspection plans, inspection lot, and then results recording, all those process. When we go there, we will discuss. Okay, so this is all about your inspection plan. Now if you have any questions, now you can ask. Sujay, Srinivas, Sujay, if you have any,
I'm fine.
yeah, you are fine, right? Okay, Saravanan, if you have any questions, you can ask me. And you will not be able to hear Saravanan. Okay, so that is all about your inspection plan. Okay, without inspection plan, your lot processing will not be, you will not be able to do. If your inspection plan, either you should have inspection plan or you should have material specification. If you don't have these two, then this process normally will not work. Okay, so the user will not come to know what characteristics he has to check for a particular material. You have material, but what parameters you need to check, you will not be knowing if you don't have these two. That's what, that is the importance of inspection plan and material specification. Okay, so we'll close it here today, and tomorrow we'll be continuing with tomorrow the actual day-to-day QM process flow we'll be doing tomorrow. So in the industries, daily these activities will be happening. Okay, so that will be continuing with tomorrow's class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that's all. I'll share this video to the other people. That's okay. Okay, then we'll close it here today. Okay, bye. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time.
All right.
Okay, then bye, guys. Bye. I'll share the documents whatever I have on this. Okay. Okay, then bye. Bye.